if I go to the images and let's see, I'll pick one of the images to showcase you what's the problem. Yeah. So one of the problem with autopsy is that uh, it will extract the files, let's say, which were deleted, and it will also categorize that. Let's say it extracted all the files on the drive, let's say exe file or jpg file. So it will create folders with, let's say, something like this. So let me just quickly forensics and images. Yeah. So it will create something like this. So autopsy interface something like this. And what it does is that when you kind of recover the files, what it will do is that it will create something like this, like cookies, web history. It will categorize all the files, right? Like view file types images. So it will, if you click on this, it will showcase all you the images file, audio files. It's quite good. It's quite good. The only thing why I don't use it, if you kind of, let's say, recover exe file, it will create a section, let's say deleted exe files, and you'll get all the exe. But in the end case, when I use it, it gives me something like this. Okay, similar to how autopsy does it over here. But one of the benefit is that in the end case, if there was, let's say, a file that was deleted in the veracrypt folder, for an example, so that file, that deleted file, will show up directly over here in this tree chain. And then it's very, very easy to figure out, okay, from where that from where that deleted file is kind of coming up. So it's very easy to kind of do that analysis using MCAS tool. So it is a paid software. I won't be kind of disclose. I won't be able to kind of share that. Maybe I can go through some videos and let's say I'll explain. Let's say, for example, what all different sections are of MCAS with from the video. So in future, if you encounter the similar thing, you can kind of figure out what all different sections means from there. Okay. But thing is that autopsy also does a good work, but it's just that, like, in this part, it will not show up. Okay, if there's deleted file, it will not show up in the tree part, but that is something you see that in the MCAS file. Okay, but it's really good. You can kind of recover deleted files. So as I told that, okay, even though let's say the 12 artifacts were deleted, or let's say all these artifacts were deleted, the file and folder opening, you can again recover those things from deleted items. Doing the recovery part, you can recover that. And timeline will again be useful to kind of understand, let's say the malware was trying to delete. So there you see there is a mass deletion of, net artifacts. For example, let's say the malware was doing some anti-forensic approach and for deleting all the artifacts that is mentioned over here. Okay. But again, thing is that thing will also kind of get recorded in the timeline. And that thing will actually, for an analyst, it will raise the eyebrows that, okay, there is a mass deletion of the file artifacts, then definitely that there is something fishy going on. And what that analyst will do is that just before that deletion started, it will try to see that which process was trying to delete that, or which process were active during that time, which was actually trying to kind of, let's say, start the deletion of all the artifacts. So again, to hide the activity of the malware, it's really difficult for the malware. If you have the memory image, if you have the pivot things to name out, if you have a disk image, it is really difficult for the malware to hide. And it's all like how it came in, what are the root cause analysis. You can easily figure that out if you just follow this cheat sheet. Let's say if you follow this cheat sheet, you have this handy, you have the timeline ready, and you have this ready, the memory forensic analysis, how to kind of figure out the ABEL when you do any kind of memory analysis. If you have this, you'll be definitely be able to kind of do the, but on the cherry on the top, you already have the EDR installed, you already have the pivot name. So I definitely see like it will be really easy for anyone to kind of conduct that forensic analysis and perform the investigation. So even though the artifacts were deleted, it will not be possible for the malware to delete all the things. And even like deleting the things also kind of raise the eyebrows. Like deleting the things also is a different kind of artifacts. Okay, let's say so I hope you got it. So this is how the normally the things will be kind of addressed for this kind of analysis. So is there any kind of further clarity or any kind of further information or any kind of roadblock that you faced for this investigation, or can you kind of share me like how the investigation ended for this one, maybe without sharing any confidential data?
No, actually, we have not done this. So we received only the requirement. That's what I have explained.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, definitely like for that requirement, uh, obviously, kind of what I will say to you guys is that before proceeding with that investigation, definitely I will say is that whatever information you have right now, start recording on this sheet, okay, and rename this sheet as something like the case ID, the case that you are referring to. Just give a ticket number, okay, and then record or start recording the things, and then proceed with that. So you perform the timeline analysis, prepare a timeline. If you guys know how to do that, prepare a timeline, do the analysis of that. Use the pivot point as much as possible, because timeline analysis will be quite huge. It will be impossible to kind of, because even for let's say 1 hour of timeline analysis, there will be more than 20,000 of records. Okay, so it is really difficult. So if you do a pivot timestamp, and with the pivot you just figure out, let's say, what happened plus minus 5 seconds, this will give you the data. Okay, so use that thing as a pivot point. You record the traffic first thing, last thing, all the timestamp, and then try to proceed with the investigation. And I think this would be kind of easy to kind of reach out to, and because you already have the pivot thing, the which is a PowerShell name, you can able to kind of figure that out for these things. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all for this case. Do you need any other inputs for this one by which you can proceed with that? I think I said most of them by at a high level. Is there any other query on this one?
So for this, like, do we have any practicals also for this? Because why I am saying it, like, so as per my experience, like before COVID, though we have not heard any terms like incident response or forensic. So after the COVID's, like, so many breaches are going to happen, are happening always already. Okay, so and now like so before, like, we used to hear only like we need a firewall, we need a security, we need a ADR. But customers are coming to us and now they are saying a different terms like so I need to know my like entry points of the organization, like incident response and forensic. Like now these are the words we are listening from the market.
Okay, fine. So thing is that just on that case, the one that you are saying right now, the base image that I have shared over here, the one over here, the base image, it is exactly almost exact scenario that you have kind of mentioned to me, where the PowerShell script and the kind of the investigation is quite complicated. Okay, so that base image has the same, almost like I will say 95% of the scenario in this base image is exactly the same that you are kind of encountering in this incident, the real incident. Okay, so this is something which I have already planned that I will be kind of going through that analysis in a deeper way, where we'll kind of try to find the malware. We'll try to kind of do the PowerShell event log analysis and a lot of other things like event log, login, log out details. A lot of files we deleted. We will try to figure that out. We have the memory image also of that, which I'll be uploading maybe today itself. So all those scenarios that you discussed over here, even much more complicated than this investigation, is something which will be kind of reflected in this image, the base image.jpg. Okay, and the one that I will be kind of the memory image that I will showcasing. So I think that's a good thing that you raised out. It also gave me the confidence that we'll be kind of addressing that real incident. Okay. So,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
and last week also I have done one assessment like on the topics what we have covered on the past 3 weeks, and the team